So I bought this book at Barnes & Noble this weekend, and my inspiration came from that book. There was a lot of mixed media, as usually there is in that magazine, and it prompted me to do a cover with mixed media. So I am kind of a slow talker, and this is a longer video, and it's my hope that you'll stay with me till the end and see what I've created. I'm going to show you how I make my cover. It's 7.5 by about 5. That's the cover. And I'm just using a filing hanging folder to start off with. Let's see, I'm going to put this aside and look at my inspiration a little bit. Now, in my Etsy shop, I have these little packets, and they're really cheap. They're only $15, and they have a bunch of stuff that you can use for things like pages. I can ship them right to you really easily. I have all kinds of different, I have some ledger paper, some old. And when I was looking through things to use, this is something similar like this. They're all different, but this is something that you would get if you ordered one of these packets from me. While I was looking, I said, you know, I think that this packet would be really good for some mixed media, along with some more pages for the inside covers. And then again, I have my little box and a whole bunch of papers that I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm just going to wet this whole thing. Mod Podge. This has got a little bit of a coating on it, but I just love watching people do mixed media, because it just, you never know what it's going to turn out to by the end of it. I'm going to take one of these old papers from one of the packets that, what is it? That Etude. I think it's a France, something from France that I purchased a while ago. I'm going to take this off. There. This is going to be very rustic-y. Isn't that what you say when you don't want something to be perfect? Like when I'm making a pie, I never like my pie crust to be perfect looking. I want it to taste good and perfect, but I never seem to like it to be you know, I can't seem to pull off doing it perfectly. Oh, yeah, I know. Some people say nothing is perfect, but there are some people that make their stuff look perfect. I'm not one of them. I just like junk journaling for that reason, because I can do whatever I want, and it can still look decent, right? So I have to keep in mind my color theme, which is the peachy, and of course I have to have a little dusty rose or rose in it somehow, just because I think it looks good. And it's just a color that I'm always drawn to. Really like that violin picture down there. So I'm just taking this little box of stuff that I have and layering. You know, I like to keep looking at my colors just to make sure that I don't go off on a tangent to a different direction which usually leads me to Pinkland because pink is my favorite. So I start off with paint, and then I decide I'm going to use gesso. Do I have any gesso? Yeah, I do have some. Okay, so we'll use gesso because gesso creates a surface that takes the shine away, and it creates kind of a tooth so that when you glue things to it, it sticks better. So that's what I'm doing here. Gesso. Love white gesso. All right, now would probably be a good time to turn the fan on, get it to dry while I'm working on it. So get that little bit of gesso dried up and have fun doing it. Just enjoy the art. Enjoy the art show. And if you are new here and would like to support me, click the subscribe button and tell me how to how you think you could make like the best, like this color. See that orangey brownish? That's the color that I would like to put on here. So by the time you comment, I'll already have done it, but maybe you could help me going forward. That's what my goal is by doing all of this, is to have art, be part of the art community, and have ideas to bounce off of each other. I have this tissue paper. This is, well, a very small piece that I have left. It came from some flowers 3 years ago. Look at that. Will that green throw it off? No. See, I don't think it will. Sometimes I get things stuck, and I think they have to be a certain way, and that's not really art, is it? I'm going back to the thing that I can never remember what it is. Matte. Well, the box is way across the room. I'll think of it. There. Oh, my daughter. I asked her to clean her bathroom. She's making noise up there. I don't care as long as she cleans the bathroom. Okay, so it's been like 18 minutes. I might cut some of this out, but 18 minutes and this is all that I have. Yes, I did lots of editing. Now I'll speed this up. Hopefully you're still with me. Please stay till the end so you can see the flip through. Yeah, I'm trying to get creative here and just picking up random things that I have around my desk to make different shapes on this book cover, and trying to keep the color theme. And I want to add this brown. I want to add brown in it. And first I just stamped that on there and it made a square, and I was like, this looks really nice. I'm going to keep that. Let's see what I can do with that. Let's get another stamp going. Good thing I stopped myself, because I don't want to get stamp happy on this. Then it's not going to come out right. I'm working with the papers that I have, and I'm thinking that it's going in the right direction. So, do you think it is? Can you give me a thumbs up here? Yeah. I just keep trying new things, and I'm really having fun with this. It was my day just to play, and I really enjoyed it, and that's why I'm hoping that I shared it with you so that you could enjoy it too, and maybe get inspired to do your own little mixed media session with no rules, just kind of keep. I mean, I kept with a color theme, so that kind of was a rule, but just having fun with it. And at the end it does all come together, so I think you'll agree. So I'm going to stop talking and give you a few minutes, a few seconds of silence, and then let you listen to me narrate the rest of it. Okay, so I'm running out of room here as usual. I got out this granite gray, apple barrels granite gray, and then I decided my palette is getting smaller and smaller. I should go get my palette down in the basement that I gave to my granddaughter. Okay, move this over here. Come on now, I should put that away. Get up and put things away. Okay, but I'm on a roll. Okay, so I took this, and I took a little bit of this, and it was kind of making this really nice color. So I was like, you know, let's try that. Let's try mixing these together. Oh, I don't want it to be too, with mixed media, like you kind of don't want it to look like you did it on purpose, right? I know some people are going, it doesn't look like you did anything on purpose. There's that. I like this violin. I don't really want to, trying not to totally cover it. I need some brown. I don't really want to mess up my pad too much. Although I probably get another one. I want to do some of those hash things like that. Well, then do it. Okay. Gave myself permission. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta finger paint. I just like playing with the paint, and I feel like sometimes you get more control when you're doing mixed media, when you're just smushing around the paint with your finger. And I thought about that at the end. I should have thought about it in the beginning, but anyways, it was part of the whole process. You kind of learn what works best, and then maybe next time I'll remember. Probably not, but I'm still having fun. That's what's important. And it's at this point when I'm doubting if it's ever going to come together. I keep looking at it and try to decide what I'm going to do. And then I had problems with the camera. And then it wasn't all the way dry, which you don't see it here, but I smushed it together, and then I had to come up with another plan. So the big reveal is coming, and then you'll see what I did to, hopefully you won't see what I did to repair all those little things that I just revealed. So I finished the journal, and my camera was, I don't know what my camera was doing. I still don't know what my camera's doing. So we're just gonna go with, let's get to a finished product. I'll show you the finished product. Here's the front. Here's the back. And let's show you the middle. All right, now I went with the peach and, you know, that theme that I talked about in the beginning. So we'll do a little flip through here. Show you, it's about 13 plus pages. This is a little tuck spot here, and then it can flip up for writing on this side and writing on that side. And let's see what else we have in here. Some pretty little jewels there from Boho Tree. Not really jewels, trims. We got some nice old little pieces of wallpaper here that I had went through my collection and just popped things in, and these colors were just perfect. It's just a little hand soap tag, but I just love the colors on it. And this is just a really old graph sheet, I guess it is. And I kind of went pretty simple on this. Made it nice and easy to be able to journal in. You can always take some gesso and go over that if that's something you'd like to do. This will be available on Brad's Boots and my Etsy. Oh, no, not Etsy. eBay. I incorporated some of my coffee dyed papers. Or this, I think this is coffee or tea, I'm not sure. I had that Edith Holden in that packet that I showed you that I have for sale. That's on Etsy. And I have this nice old music book that's got the dates that the teacher wrote on the student's book, and I thought that was precious. I like how these two just kind of click. And because I liked that music paper, I decided to make it a fold out, because you could get the whole effect of, you know, the child working on the piano, learning the piano, and just the teacher writing these things that the student would then hopefully learn. And something I always wanted to do, play the piano. It's still on my list of things that I want to do. Haven't done it yet, but I'll get there someday. I think I'm going to fold this down. This is a little bit of washi tape that I found. This little notebook that I have that's called Love to Shop. Let me just show you. It's really, not sure how old it is, but 1988. But it's got all this really cute little, this woman that just, you know, says things. Ugh, I must owe everybody because I'm well dressed. That's funny. She's a shopper. So the journaling space is plentiful in this book. And I remember I think it was in the 90s, I remember using these at work. That's just a little, very thin little pad, because I love that whatever color that is. I don't know, what color would you call that? Like a brown? Burnt brown? I don't know. It's just nice. And that piano, and all the worn edges where the person just practiced and used this and really played this song. And that's precious. And I have these cute little Tim Holtz paper clips, the tiny little mini ones, and I have one at the end that's really, I'll show you at the end, it's so sweet. It's a little, I think it was on an invitation, I'm not sure. I have this really old ledger book from 1908, I believe it is. Is that what it says in the beginning? Let me just see if I can get back there for a second, if I remember. Yep, 1908. So that's another special, memory that you can, when you think ledger books are really cool like that. Somebody went there and they purchased, look, 2 dozen eggs, 16 cents. So he paid 32 cents for 2 dozen eggs. Oh, what is this? Onions, 54 cents. Oh, 1.5 eggs, 23 cents. Oh, that's just so cool. I just think that's so cool. Okay, let me go back out again. There we go. And this is some really sweet picture that I have that's a bunch of old books from a mill that my husband works at. And so here again is my mixed media that, mixed media is really cool because it's your interpretation and nobody else's, right? So that's my interpretation of some mixed media, and I decided to make the cover and the inside all mixed media. And this could be a little mixed media book for somebody. So if you're interested, go on to Brad's Boots. I still have to put Brad's stamp in it, and I will put that in it somewhere. And there's a story behind Brad's Boots, and you can see that in one of my other videos. So thanks for watching, and thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.